Hi, I'm Teryn and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you're new, I make a lot of skincare focused beauty content as well as fashion and life content. If that interests you, please be sure to check out my other videos, like this video, and subscribe. This video is a little bit different. It's kind of like a vlog in a way. It's just kind of like a life update check-in, just because I feel like it's nice to kind of reset my channel and kind of talk about some other things that are going on in my life. But if you do love my skincare content, like my hair content, I have some really great videos planned that I think you guys will love. So I work from home and I went to the gym this morning. I got back to the gym. I'm super excited about that. Previously, I was just working out at my apartment, but I haven't been back in the gym pretty much like at all this year. So I was really excited to get back. I got on the stair climber. I'm one of those people who actually enjoy using the stair climber, and I spent 10 minutes on that, which I thought was pretty good. It was definitely a workout, but I love exercising. I love going to the gym and just trying to stay healthy in my mind, body, and spirit. So I'm gonna go ahead. I just got out the shower, but I'm gonna do my skincare routine. I'm just using this face wash. This is a face wash that I use when I'm traveling a lot. So if you don't know, I moved back home. Basically, I wanna save money, and the type of house in the city that I wanna live in is extremely expensive. So the more money I can save, the better. And while I'm super grateful and appreciative of being able to afford these high rent prices, I just cannot justify paying that. I couldn't justify that. Unfortunately, like I do work from home now. So I was like, if there's an opportunity for me to save more money and be able to build back my savings up and just not feel like rent is just draining my expenses, I will take that opportunity happily. So I moved back home and I'm super excited about it. I know a lot of people rag on their hometowns, especially if they're not from like a major city. And I don't necessarily feel that way. Like, do I want to live here permanently? No, but I'm just not gonna rag on my hometown at all. Like, there's definitely things that I don't like about it, but it's still home. So happy to be here for the interim. When I did my video on why I was leaving Charleston, I noticed that it got like a ton of, not a ton, but a lot of views for me. And Charleston is like a big draw in. So at first I was like, okay, like people are always trying to move here. People love content about Charleston. So I was like, maybe that was it. But I realized there's like this local like blog or whatever that basically took my video and made it into like their content as like one of their posts, like something original to them. Like I started getting comments on that video that were just like kind of random, like not saying that I want all my comments to just be like so nice and friendly. Like actually I would love that, but I'm not saying that like, oh, all my comments are just like the best of the best, but it was just like kind of outlandish. And I'm like, I kind of know, I don't know, like my demographic, my audience. And it was just kind of not my demographic and audience. And I know like posting videos like that about cities like gets you a lot of different people from kind of like all over. But I was able to find where my video was like linking to or like embedded. I went to the Facebook post, and when I tell you, like the comments were like definitely surrounded a lot of isms. I emailed them and I was like, I didn't give you permission to post this. Like, why would you post this without my permission? And I also mentioned like the nasty comments that the post was getting, and it was like hundreds. And of course, like my post was the one that had the most engagement. So I was like, wonder why. I emailed them and got that taken down, and they were like, oh, we don't believe in blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, you shouldn't have posted it in the first place. So surrounding content this year, I'm definitely trying to get more things in place to prevent those things from happening. And this is something that I wanted to do, but like life has been so chaotic. So that was one thing. So now I'm gonna let my face like dry a bit. But one thing since like moving back home, I've been trying to get back into a routine. So I started volunteering again. And the organization that I'm volunteering with is so amazing and I love it. I had a bad experience, not with who I was volunteering with, but with an organization. And I'm not really gonna trash talk them because I'm sure like a lot of people have benefit from being a part of that organization. But I had like the worst experience, and don't recommend it at all, but like I'm really glad that I found something that I can do twice a week. Works with my schedule, is great. I love it so much, and it's a cause that I'm really passionate about. So I love being able to do that and getting back into my routine. I mentioned I got back into the gym. Today was my first day. I started Pilates. I go twice a week. I'm trying to carve out some time to work on my like designs and fashion, and I'll probably do that after work, but I haven't really gotten into that yet. But I bought everything that I need, pretty much everything that I need to get started and jump back into it. So I'm really excited about that. So you'll probably see me wearing some of my own designs, and I'm really happy about that because that's what I love. As my treatment today, I'm just going with this top close faded. I still use the clindamycin and benzoyl peroxide. I'm just gonna be using this today. So, and the smell doesn't, maybe I'm just used to it, but the smell doesn't bother me as much. This is how my skin is doing for those of you that have subscribed to me. And my skin kind of got a little bit off, but I think we're back on track. So like I was saying, getting back into a routine, like I'm gonna be taking my dog to walk after work, at the river walk. He loves to change the scenery. That's my little baby. So I'm gonna take him for nice little scenic walks and everything, and I think he'll love that. What else have I been doing? I joined an organization that is for like young professionals, so I'm excited about that. I was a part of the same organization when I lived in Dallas, so I'm excited to join it in my hometown. Just become a part of that. Like I'll be volunteering with them this weekend, so I'm excited. It'll be like my first time getting involved with them. This is the sunscreen I'll be using today. My skin has been a bit dry from getting back on tretinoin, but nothing terrible. Like sometimes I notice like my skin is kind of like flaky, but I'm gonna let the topless faded set in a bit. I've also been trying to like improve my diet just because I felt like when I was not working from home, like I had a long commute time and like I didn't have as much like time or energy to like make my meals. So I would kind of really rely on like microwavable meals like for breakfast and stuff, and usually I would do like smoothies or might actually cook my breakfast, but I didn't have time for that anymore. So I felt like that definitely caused like a decline in like my overall health and fitness. But now that I'm getting back into taking the time and actually having the time and energy to do those types of things, like I've been eating oatmeal for breakfast, having smoothies and like salads. And there's other ways to like eat healthy. You don't have to like commit to those. But it's been nice to kind of work on eating slower and like having the time and being more mindful, seeing what I eat and how it affects my body and how I feel. So that's been nice. Just trying to get back into like a good solid routine. I love the freedom that working from home gives me. I love my job. I cannot stress that enough. It's been great. I'm always trying to think of like how can I get better at my job, which is something I've thought about at every job that I've had, but at this job I feel like there is really like room for me to like grow and, you know, put in the work to get better. So I love my job, and I also love creating content as well. Like there's a lot of things I want to do, and so I will be tracking that on this journey, but I'll be back. I gotta go to work. I'm just gonna take a quick little breather from work to reapply my sunscreen and chat. Speaking of like content creation, one thing that I think really does help me is that content creation is obviously not my full-time job, and it's not something that I think I would want to become my full-time job. In the past like 6 months or so, I feel like I've definitely been reached out more about like, you know, like brand like deals and sponsorships and like gifting and that kind of thing, which is exciting. I would love to have the opportunity to get some deals with different brands, and I'm really excited about that because I feel like I really came onto YouTube wanting to share my experience. YouTube has been something that I want to start really, really early on, but I'm very glad that I didn't because I feel like that would have probably had a negative impact on my life in some sort of way. It could have been good or bad, and I've noticed that a lot of people that were super popular on YouTube especially have been trying to pivot out and start their own businesses and not lean as much on content creation. And that's something that I saw another content creator influencer say as well, that they're not trying to solely rely on it, especially with different changes. But I think having a full-time job and other interests outside of YouTube helps me. But it's also something that can kind of hinder you because sometimes I just don't have the energy to put out a video or edit it, or honestly it's not necessarily sometimes the energy, it's the having the time. And I'm also trying to get better with coming on YouTube and not being as, I don't know, like I feel like I don't have like the bubbliest personality, and I don't have the most like inner, I don't know how to say it, like you won't get what you're gonna get with some people's videos. Like some people are very like, I don't want to say like in your face in a negative way, but they're very like engaging, like whatever that means. But you get my drift. Like I don't have that type of personality off the rip, so getting on camera, where it's kind of like I'm more comfortable on camera, but it's still like trying to get adjusted to it. I'm trying to be better about coming on camera, looking more presentable. I don't look presentable today. Like, I mean, I look fine, but trying to make sure that like I'm in like a good mood, like I'm, you know, more engaging. Sometimes it is just like the nerves, and I think because like I work from home now, and so I'm on camera all the time now, that it's just kind of like easier to kind of slip into the groove of like, oh, this is something that I'm like always doing. I say I don't have a bubbly personality, but around people that I like love and know and trust, like yes, but trying to get there. Thank you so much for watching this video. This was all over the place, but I have a fun video coming up for next week. I will get my hair washed. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment for more videos. Thank you again. And let me know what's going on in your life. We're about to change seasons. We're in a new month. We're about to wrap up the first quarter of the year. So yeah, let me know what's going on.